I'm really glad to see you here for Mountain School Circle Time. This is Teacher Jeanne, and I'm going to tell a story about a little red hen, and a cat, and a dog, and a mouse. Let me take off my jacket, and we start. Once upon a time, there was a little red hen. But in fact today, it's going to be a little brown hen because that's what I have with me today. And she lived in a house with a cat, a dog, and a mouse. And she was outside one day and she was going peck, 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 peck. And all of a sudden, she saw some different looking seeds. These look like wheat berries. I think I'm going to pick them up. So she picked them up. And she went back and she said, "Cat, I found some wheat berries. Will you help me plant them?" And the cat said, "Not I." So she went to the dog and said, "Dog, I have some wheat berries. Will you help me plant it?" And the dog stretched and yawned and said, "Not I." So she went to the mouse, who was sleeping in the corner by the fire, and said, "Mouse, would you help me plant some wheat berries?" The mouse said, "Oh, it's the middle of my nap. Not I," and went back to sleep. So the little brown hen went out and planted the wheat berries and got her watering can and watered them. And they began to grow. Little green sprouts came out, but weeds came out also. So she picked up the weeds and ate them and left the wheat to grow. Finally, the wheat was quite tall. So it's time to cut this down and get the wheat. So she went to the cat and said, "Will you help me cut down the wheat?" The cat said, "Not I." So she went to the dog. "Dog, the wheat needs cutting. Would you come help me cut the wheat?" "No, not I." And he lay back down again. And she went to the mouse. Oh my, the mouse looks like it's still sleeping. Let's wake it up. "Mouse? Mouse? Yes? The wheat needs cutting. Would you help me cut it?" "Not I," said the mouse. "Oh," said the little brown hen. But she went out and she cut down and gathered all the wheat and took it to the miller, who is the person who grinds it up like a grinder into flour. And she brought it back home and said, "I'm about to bake a cake. Cat, would you help me bake a cake?" "No, not I," said the cat. "Dog, will you help me bake a cake?" "No, not I," said the dog. Mouse thought about it for a minute, but then said, "Not I," said the mouse. "Then I'll bake it myself," said the little red hen. And she went into her kitchen while the animals dozed in the chair, lay on the porch, and curled up by the fire. And she got out her mixing bowl and an egg and some butter and needs a little bit of sugar. Let's put some sugar in. And of course, for a cake, we need some flour. So she got quite a bit of flour. Some fell on the table, but that's okay. and she stirred it all up. Poured it into a pan. And put it in the oven. The cake began to smell. "What is that good smell?" said the cat. The dog got up and said, "What is that good smell?" said the dog. And the mouse's nose went twitch, 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 and its ears went twitch, twitch, twitch too. And it came into the kitchen and said, "Oh, what is that good smell?" "Well, I have baked a cake. Now, it's almost done," said the little brown hen. "But this time, cat, did you help plant the seeds?" "No." "Dog, did you help cut down the wheat?" "No." "Mouse, did you help make the cake?" "No." "Then, this time, I am going to take it out of the oven and I'm going to eat it all myself." And you know what? She did eat it all herself. However, the next day, the little brown hen said, "Cat, would you help me if I were to make another cake?" "I will," said the cat. She asked the dog, "Dog, would you help me make another cake?" "I will," said the dog. And she asked the mouse, "Will you help me make another cake?" "Yes, yes, yes," said the mouse. So the little red hen got out her sugar and her flour and her eggs and her milk and her spoon, and they all helped making the cake. And we're stirring and stirring and stirring, and put it in the oven, and look at this marvelous cake that came out of the oven. And the four of them gathered around, and they all ate this cake. The end. And I hope that you're having a chance to bake and cake and cook with your mommies and daddies. And I'll see you again for another story. Goodbye.